Welcome back to Harem in a Labyrinth anime review, episode number 5. This one's called Crystal. This is basically adapting from book 2. Now, in the case of last week's episode, that was pretty much almost the entirety of chapter 6. Now, I should point something out though, even if you may not remember, that each of the books, the numbering keeps continuous. Doesn't start with like 5 chapters, next book 5 chapters. The way this book series works is that for numbering wise, each book has got 5 chapters apiece. And these are split into parts. Yes, ranging from 15 to about 30 parts apiece. Quite lengthy parts, mind you. The numbering for these ones continue from each book. As for where they're going to stop, I don't know. So in the case of this episode, it's mostly put the first half of chapter 2. Well, chapter 7. So basically it started out with Roxanne and Kojo, where they talk about equipment and, of course, they suggest getting magic crystals, and they also put on leather armor. Now, in the book, when they show the image of basically have a later, Roxanne not wearing leather armor, I'll get to that later. So they go out to buy magic crystals after like one trip into the labyrinth, which I'll get to more of that. And they do pretty much keep the explanation from the book. Now the crystals, they never give an exact shape of what the crystals look like. Here, they're basically the size of my rock here. Yeah, I did this in a weekend. Basically, I painted it myself. But that's pretty much the size of the crystals. When I think of crystals, I think of them about this big and like square. That's what I think of crystals. Yeah, I always have basically this thing of crystals. And apparently, like, that is the weird thing about this. I think Passionate must have thought, oh, let's make the crystals like the shape of this rock and just make them multiple colors. That is actually from the book, where it's explained by Roxanne, if you kill 10 monsters, they turn red. I think it was like 100, they also turn purple, yellow, green. I think she also, if you kill 1,000,000 monsters while having the crystal, it will turn white. Yes, I think it was like 1,000. I think it was I think it was green, if I'm not mistaken, green or yellow. I'm not really sure. So they go into the labyrinth, and they go to the very first level. And by the way, toward the end of the episode, they actually almost beat the entire first level of the labyrinth. And they explained that going next level, you go up, not go down. And the way to kill the labyrinth is you basically get to the final floor. It's like some Roxanne. You get to the final floor, and you beat basically the boss there, and then the labyrinth's destroyed. Labyrinth's all done. Beat the labyrinth. So that's a way to defeat the labyrinth per se. And of course, they're still battling these needle trees that he fought in just a couple episodes ago. So they kill a whole bunch of these, sell them off. The crystals come in. By the way, when they enter the labyrinth, basically he uses his teleport gate, which he does pull her in there. In the book, when they show the image of this, she's not wearing her leather armor. In the anime, she is. Because it was mentioned in the book, she did put the thing on and basically is adjusting for her figure, per se. Oh, and by the way, if you watch the opening title sequence, the outfit she wears in the opening title sequence, that's pretty much the outfit. Oh, I forgot to mention, they do make one small cut here. It's a small cut, not really big here, where basically Hugo adds Rock into his party. In the book, there's a little bit more here. Just, one done there. He had to do this a couple times. He had to do a character reset, where when he tried to join a party disbanded. So he had to basically form a brand new party with them in it. So he did this a couple times, and eventually he got it, and it's a little more to it. My guess is this is probably cut due to this is basically taking too much time, so just basically move on from here. That's one portion I saw that was cut here. So, and when they go back in the labyrinth, of course, they kill more monsters. And of course, they show off, and of course, they have Kugo hide Roxanne's sword, of course, using basically a bare fist. He also apparently developed monk abilities and gave her monk ability too, despite her title is Beast Warrior, though her title is also Slave too. They'll break that up here. So, at defeating all the monsters on this floor, a whole lot of these needle monsters, then they proceed to a door which leads into the floor level boss, which you're probably going to counter next episode. Yes. Now, one thing I also got pointed out about book two. This is input what happened next right after Roxanne was purchased by Kugo. It's basically his vengeance with her before they go. Now, of course, they do bring up in the episode. This is also in the book too, where they inform like get new weapons. Excuse me. They need to get a blacksmith, and of course, basically, him becoming a blacksmith. And it's pointed out, though, that only dwarves can become blacksmiths in this world, which is interesting. Okay, that's actually a setup for book 3, which he gets a blacksmith, which they may get to this season, not sure. Sorry about that. So, yeah, they pretty much go through, like I said, like halfway through book 7, chapter 7, so it probably finishes up next. Oh, by the way, the episode ends prior to that, where because the floor boss, yeah, so they proceed to have a bath again, and basically he undresses her, basically strips down to her underwear, which in the book they refer to as pumpkin pants, which the anime does not mention at all, washes her, and then of course she undresses him, he washes him, and then they proceed to have sex. I am not kidding. 2 episodes in a row, we have these two having sex. Yep, which by the way, Roxy has no problem with him doing this to her. I mean, you probably would think it's basically forced. Yes, it could be, but she has no problem with it because he's the master, and probably because he actually likes her. Yes, but it's a good episode. Did I think the sex at the very end? Now, unlike last week, which that was a bit long, my guess is the reason why they put it in here because some people must have liked it for last week's episode. But here, it's quick. Like they just do it, and then they go straight to the the floor above boss, which leads next episode. Yep. So good job here. Now, in case you're curious, so is there any more videos planned for today? I was planning one more, but it turns out the book I was going to review, I actually reviewed it already like last year. So don't need to review it. So this is the only video going up today. So you probably also think, okay, what about Comic Corner? I do have a trade I basically want to read, but I haven't had a chance to read it yet. So also, there's also a possibility that could get done. Basically, get back to watching Abigail and Science Reindeers maxed out now. Of course, next one's only with 2 episodes. So I looked at the book. The book is just under 200 pages, so it shouldn't take me too long to get through it. No, it shouldn't. And then, of course, right afterwards, I'll start watching the anime for it. Yep. So that one probably will get a chance to watch it tomorrow at the latest. Yes, because I don't think this book takes me too long to get through. So basically, this is pretty much it for Stick Review. I have also no currently videos planned. You might think, okay, what about doing a comic history? That is possible to say at least. But last day was Namor. Yes. But who can we do this time? Good question. I mean, currently I've only done 79 episodes. I'll think of something. Yep. But yeah, until I see you next video. Bye.